That was a man asking to call his wife when immigration officials arrested him just a few days ago in York. The video has been seen thousands of times, and tonight we now know the charges that man is facing. He's from Honduras, and we just learned about these charges. CBS 21's Sarah Burns ready to fill us in with what else we know. She's in York right now. Sarah.
Hey Joel, so ICE has identified that suspect as Noel Chinchilla Aviles. He's been charged with statutory rape and receiving stolen property in the United States. And it was on this street last week that he was pulled out of a home.
Let me go to my wife, no! She's pregnant!
Chinchilla Aviles was detained in York on Friday. ICE officials say they got the federal warrant to arrest him a few days earlier. According to online court records, Chinchilla Aviles is 26 years old. The age of the victim in the statutory rape charge has not been released. ICE agents say he was taken into federal custody in Harrisburg, but his current location has also not been released. In a statement, the ICE field office director wrote, quote, "The arrest of Noel Chinchilla Aviles, a criminal alien with a history of serious offenses, highlights our unwavering commitment to public safety. Our officers work tirelessly to protect our communities by removing individuals who pose a threat to our nation's security." And the mayor of York says arrests like these have happened throughout multiple White House administrations and that the York police were not a part of it. And we're working to learn more about Chinchilla Aviles' charges. Stay with CBS 21 for the latest. For now, in York, I'm Sarah Burns, CBS 21 News.
Tonight, for the first time, we are finally hearing from Immigrations and Customs Enforcement about the deportation of those Bhutanese refugees we've been talking about, the ones from the Harrisburg area.
Officials telling CBS 21 they had previous convictions, making them eligible to be removed from the country. We do have team coverage of these latest developments that you saw first here on CBS 21.
TJ Anthony had a chance to talk to the Dauphin County Commissioner today as he's trying to fight to end these deportations. But let's start with Grace Ruffalo, who's live in Harrisburg with the latest from ICE about the details, why these people were on the radar. Sometimes some of these are some violent crimes we're talking about.
Yeah, hey, good evening, Joel D, and good evening, Jasmine. So ICE has confirmed to us that 6 Bhutanese refugees were deported from right here in Harrisburg. Now, all of them were convicted or pleaded guilty to various crimes. Here's a closer look at who they are. Maita Singh Goring was convicted of assault and terroristic threats in 2013 and convicted of theft in 2014, both in Dauphin County. Ashok Goring was convicted of aggravated assault in 2014 in Georgia. In 2013, Bahadur Singh Rai was convicted for domestic battery in a child's presence. Officials say that happened in Idaho. When we asked ICE why we are just now finding out about these convictions, an official told us that this is a long process and there are privacy laws that impact the length of time it takes to release this information. The other 3 are Buddha Singh Goring, who pleaded guilty to simple assault in 2014 and then to solicitation in 2016. Both happened in Lancaster County. 3 years later, he reportedly pleaded guilty to sexually assaulting a child. Bidur Khadka was convicted in Allegheny County for intimidating a witness in 2020, and he was convicted of strangling a person in 2022. Roop Narayan Karel pleaded guilty to aggravated indecent assault of a minor in Dauphin County back in 2023. According to court documents, he met a 15-year-old girl on Facebook and sexually assaulted her in a car. So the last time we checked, all of these people were deported to Bhutan. TJ Anthony is going to continue our coverage. He spoke to a Dauphin County official about these deportations earlier today. TJ?
Guys, we've seen some pretty different numbers about the number of people who have been deported. Dauphin County Commissioner Justin Douglas says that 4 people from Central PA have been deported. And today at the Dauphin County Commissioners meeting, he spoke about his concern that he has for the refugees, as well as a request he has for the Trump administration.
I'm calling on ICE and the Trump administration to immediately pause all deportations to Bhutan until the safety and security of those being deported can be clearly and independently verified.
Dauphin County Commissioner Justin Douglas not holding back about recent deportations of Bhutanese refugees, including 3 who lived in Dauphin County. In his address at the commission meeting today, he went on to say it was under George W. Bush's administration that took in tens of thousands of refugees. And today, some refugees are being detained, transported out, only to be detained once again, according to Bishwa Shatra, a member of the Bhutanese community.
And we find out that at least 4 of these people have landed in Nepal, and they are now in Nepal's custody.
In the late 80s and early 90s, the government of Bhutan began a campaign of persecution against its Nepali-speaking minority. Nepal never accepted these people as citizens.
And Douglas said the other South Asian country, Bhutan, refused to take the refugees back, which leaves the question, where will they go long-term, when or if they're deported?
I mean, the whole community is in panic.
According to the Dauphin County DA, he believes 8 more refugees have been deported, including 2 from Dauphin County. Commissioner Douglas's office also says some of those refugees were arrested trying to walk from India to Nepal, including a 33-year-old deported from Dauphin County. A total of 14 are unaccounted for.
And then some of these refugees are going to a place where there's already hostility towards them. I mean, what's your biggest fear with the situation that these refugees may be put in?
Look, I don't want to be an alarmist, but people died in the early 90s. It's a crisis that we could easily avoid by just hitting the pause button and ensuring that we have proper relations with Bhutan before sending these individuals.
ICE told CBS 21 about 6 people taken to Bhutan, all of which convicted of crimes. One of them is Buddha Jurong, who pled guilty to sexual assault and rape in 2019.
We have a moral and legal obligation not to return refugees to a country that once ethnically cleansed them.
And we told Commissioner Justin Douglas about the convictions we learned about today. He says the country still has a commitment to the refugees. He went on to say, quote, "We should not be sending them into a volatile and dangerous situation. Additionally, it's unclear whether they were afforded due process or given the opportunity to appeal their removal," end quote. For now, reporting in Harrisburg, I'm TJ Anthony, CBS 21 News. Back over to you.
It's a big story. We've been covering it for a long time, so we have more information online for this if you want to catch up.
Now, here's the story. It's on our homepage right now, CBS21.com.
The family and friends of a 19-year-old student from Dalton say a traffic stop landed her in an ICE detention center. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kim Chapman-Whitfield.
And I'm Josh Rowe. This is Jimena Arias Cristobal. Arrest reports we obtained show Dalton police pulled her over on Monday for not following a no turn on red sign. That's right. Well, they took her to the Whitfield County Jail, where authorities say they determined that she was in the country illegally and moved her to that ICE center in Columbus, Georgia. The Whitfield County Sheriff's Office entered into a jail enforcement model agreement with ICE back in June of 2020, which allows them to do that. However, people who know the teenager, who is a star runner and an active member of her church, say she is not a criminal and does not deserve to be deported. News Channel 9's Mary Beth Mangrum leads us off tonight.
My mother, because we had to pay a lot of stuff, and I've been helping her out because she doesn't know English, and it's just a lot of weight on us both because my little sister, well, she can't help a lot because she's only 9.
Dalton police say they pulled over 19-year-old Jimena Arias Cristobal for making an improper turn at this traffic light, and they discovered she was driving without a proper license.
And then Monday, when she was arrested, we were all just blindsided.
Just 2 weeks ago, Arias Cristobal's family tells us that they went through a similar situation with her father. They tell us that he was exceeding the speed limit here in Tunnel Hill and when he got pulled over during a traffic stop. And during that traffic stop, he did not have a driver's license.
And when my dad left, well, it was only her and my older sister to help out with the family, and now that they took her away, it's only her.
Arias Cristobal and her father are now both at the Stewart Detention Facility near Columbus. She and her parents came from Mexico City back in 2010.
They came as illegal people. They came like other people to make a better future for my little sister. For my older sister when she was 4, and they came in with no papers or anything to be here.
They tell us her dad tried to secure a work visa, but had difficulty.
My dad has his own company, and they called a lawyer to see if they could get a job permit or a visa, and they said that they hadn't hit that status to get one yet.
Arias Cristobal was 4 years old at the time. Her family says the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, or DACA program, stopped accepting new applications before she was eligible. Immigration attorney Terry Olson says there aren't many options for kids in that situation.
Most individuals who could only qualify for DACA or who entered illegally are not going to have any pathway.
In Dalton, Mary Beth Mangrum, News Channel 9.
Now, the police report says Arias Cristobal told them that she had an international license but didn't have it with her. Georgia Driver's Services say those are only valid for 30 days after moving to the U.S.
A Republican Georgia state rep from Dalton wrote a letter to the judge on Arias Cristobal's behalf and says his party's deportation conversation has been about hardened criminals. He goes on to say, quote, "Unfortunately, the people that are not hard criminals are getting caught up in the wash. It seems like we are much better at catching people that are committing misdemeanors than people who are actually a danger to society."
An immigration arrest at Salt Lake International Airport has gone viral. Federal immigration agents arrested Marta Renderos Leiva yesterday. This was near the baggage claim, saying that she's from El Salvador and has been in the U.S. illegally since 2020.
Well, tonight, 2 News speaking exclusively to her family to find out more about what happened.
Leslie Duarte joins us live tonight from the airport. Leslie.
I don't hear anything. Yes, the family tells me they were about to walk through the TSA line when they were stopped by the men, and the following happened. The video shows 39-year-old Marta Briseida Renderos Leiva being detained by federal agents at the airport. A family member of Renderos Leiva says they were on their way to Washington.
La estaban maltratando, me da una impotencia no poder hacer nada por ella y el ver que no le pueden escuchar a uno nada porque no la maltrataran y ellos seguían como si nada, como que era un animal. Son seres humanos y no deben tratarlos así. Rendero Leiva's family says she had a work permit and had no criminal history. 2 News looked into it and found she had 2 parking tickets and a crossing guard infraction.
She does everything she can to follow the law and that she will never commit crime. She's like the greatest person ever.
According to Adam Craik, an attorney familiar with the case,
this female respondent, that's what they're called in immigration court, was one that did not show at an immigration hearing, so got a removal in absentia, which means there was a deportation order that took place. When that happens, you have an X amount of time to file an appeal, and I don't know if there's been an appeal filed.
The family says they never received a letter, never received a notice. What does that mean for her case?
So that means theoretically that she has a pretty valid motion to reopen. And people say that a lot, but one of the things that we have to show is that she continued to maintain an address that was easily obtained by immigration.
In a statement, ICE said she was given a deportation order in 2020.
How much time does she have before she is removed from the country?
That's the hard part, because with the removal order in place, they could have already gotten a targeted arrest done. They could have the plane ready to go on Friday, which is tomorrow, and she literally could be in her country of origin.
Craig says it's important to note that the removal order was more than 5 years ago. The family says they weren't aware of that notice. It's important also to note, Craig says they have to look into why the family wasn't aware of that. Reporting in Salt Lake City, Leslie Duarte, KUTV 2 News.
After a pizza order goes wrong, members of the Perry County community are trying to help set things right.
And so they're rallying behind a popular pizza place after the owners say an angry customer shouted racist slurs at them.
CBS 21's Maxine Rose looking into this. She's now live in Sherman's Dale with the response.
Yeah, Joel D. Candace, I'm here at Two Brothers Pizzeria and Restaurant. We came in today to this restaurant because we had heard what had happened to them over social media. And apparently we weren't the only ones who did that. You can see there are so many things happening here at this pizzeria and so many people coming in not only to get food, but also to give their support.
Lady before they eat here, she came in there, she said, "Can I give you a hug?" Yeah, come on.
Here at Two Brothers Pizzeria and Restaurant, their hearts are as warm as their food.
But the people that come in here, they're asking us, about your daughter, about your granddaughter, and we do the same with them.
In 1992, after leaving Sicily, Pietro Menino, his wife Vicenza, and his brother Gaspare began their business here in Shermansdale. Using those ingredients, they quickly made Central PA a new home. Tell me about what it's like to work for them.
Honestly, it's family. I'm Puerto Rican, I'm not Italian, but they still treat me like family. They're very loving, very open heart, very generous.
Every day they show up for the community, even when working gets rough. Like when a couple called in asking for a half cheese, half pepperoni pizza, and the order got mixed up.
So the lady picked it up, she know the pizza wasn't pepperoni, but she take it anyway. The guy called back and complained about the pizza. And I said, look, I want to make it good, so I can make another pizza right now, or I can give it credit for next time. And he said, no, just whatever, and he hung up on me. He called back about like 5 minutes later, and the other guy working here, he answered the phone, and he started to say a bunch of bad stuff to the guy, like you go back in your own country.
Pietro and his family are U.S. citizens, gaining citizenship 5 years ago. A post written by their daughter detailing what happened, racking up thousands of likes and comments.
They would do anything to make it right. They really would.
No, I mean, it's sad. Like, come on, we're in 2026 almost, and there's still people like this around.
Now, this restaurant is one of the oldest in Shermansdale that is under the same ownership. That's just a testament to the community that they've built here and, of course, all of their good food. Back to you.
Cannoli time?
Oh, yeah.
Right now?
She said they're good.
Okay.
I believe her.